Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a good day today. Good day for me. Good day. Day off. Decided to have a really good shower and shave, and that's what I'm going to talk about: shaving. Some do's and don'ts, I guess. Uh, More do's, um, and wrote a few things down so I won't forget to say them. I'm going to try to get through this video quick, but it might be a little longer because there's a lot to talk about. Now, shaving, something we all do. Most men are familiar with it. Not all men. There are some men that don't have to shave, but most of us have to shave a couple times a week, um, minimum. So you might have to shave every day. Hey, let's make it an enjoyable thing instead of just a chore. Okay. So we're gonna do pre shave, the shave itself, and the post shave, and we're gonna start out obviously with the pre shave. Some things you should do. Um, first and foremost, know your hair type, your skin type. Do you have know the way your hair grows? Because this is going to involve which way you should shave. You don't want to go against the grain as much as possible. And all these things are to reduce skin irritation, like I said, nicks, cuts, pimples, ingrown hairs, things like that. Um, so know your skin type too. Like, do you have sensitive skin? Do you have like rhino leather like I do? Where going against the grain is not that big a deal. Is your hair soft or is it bristly hard like mine? Because that'll affect the type of razor you use, when you should change your blade or your razor head. Because the harder your hair is, the more you should change your blade. Um, so know all that stuff, basic stuff. You should know that, especially if you've been shaving for more than a few years. You should have figured this out by now. Going against the grain sucks. So you should know which way your hair grows. Uh, um, like I said, it's time to pick your tools. However you want to shave. I'm not one of them guys that's going to say you got to shave the way I shave. If this is fine for you, do it. If you like this and with a bowl and a cream and a brush, do it. If you like straight razors, do it. Multi-bladed cartridges, do it. Whatever you prefer. Doesn't matter. Whatever works for you. Whatever works best for you. I would say try two or three different types out just to find which one works for you. But whatever, maybe like a combination. Maybe this and this is your favorite combination, or this and this is your favorite combination. Whatever works for you, you do it. It's your face, it's your shave. These are just suggestions. Um, but pick your tools. That'll go a long way. Getting a good shave. Okay, so now you've done all that. Now it's time to prep your face. We're getting into the shave part now. Uh, uh, Rinse your face, guys. Hot water. You don't need, if you use an oil or a pre-oil or shave oil or pre-shave cream or soap, that's fine. Uh, you don't need it if you have oily skin like I do and rough skin like I do. Believe me, you don't need it. I still like to use one from time to time. Like, this is my favorite, just because I like. It's almost like putting Vicks Vapor Rub on your skin. It's so cooling and refreshing. But that's more just for a feeling than anything. I don't need it. Um, but if you do put one on, do not rinse it off. Uh, Keep your face moisturized before each pass. And the best thing for that is hot water, as hot as you can handle. And before you start your shave, if you got the time, most of us don't, but I had the time today. So because today I used a hot towel, soaked it in a hot water, put it on my face for a few minutes, just lay it there and let it steam the face. It was great. Uh, and then I put on my cream. When you put on your lather, this is the one thing, no matter how you shave, I will say you should have is a brush. And it doesn't have to be a 30, 40, 50, 60. You can get a brush like this at your drugstore for 10 or $15. Even if you just use this stuff, you know, just because the brush, two reasons: it helps moisturize, it helps separate, have your hairs stand up more so they're easy to shave off right at the skin level, which will keep you from getting ingrown hairs, going under. And it just feels good. It just feels good to put something on with a brush. It really does. Um, Make sure it's a good heavy layer. Every time you put a layer of shave cream on, you don't want a thin layer. You want a nice, heavy, thick coat of shaving cream. And, you know, Second thing before it even hits your face is warm your razor up, because personally for me, there's nothing more jarring and off-putting in the morning than having your face warm, your nice lather, and all this. You take all this time, and then you put a cold blade to your face. Oh, sends shivers right down my spine. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me. So take just a second or two, run it under hot water. There you go. That's as long as you need, just to warm it up a bit. Um, Now it's time to start the actual shave part, guys. Uh, this goes with the know your hair part. Unless your skin is pretty rugged like mine, and unless you've been doing this for years and years and years like I have, try your best not to go against the grain. You're going to, um, especially if you have sensitive skin, or you're sensitive to shaving. Uh, your best bet is to literally just go with the grain. Do not put any pressure on the blade, no matter which one you use. Just go with the grain, however your grain grows. And if you've got really sensitive skin, guys, that's it. That's all you need. Rinse off, away you go. Uh, Most people can do at least this, and then with the grain and across the grain type deal, whatever your grain grows, stop there. Especially if you're a daily shaver, stop there. You don't need to dig in. I mean, unless you got to wear a respiratory mask or something for maybe you're an insulation, blow insulation into houses, and you need that sealant, or you work with dangerous chemicals and you need that seal, so you've got to be completely shaved. Most of us, that is going to be fine. Um, every now and then I do go against the grain myself. Well, almost every time I do, because I go like this. And that goes somewhat against the grain, but like I said, I've got rhino leather for skin, so I'm good. And I've been doing it forever. But yeah, when you first start, or you're especially if you've got sensitive skin, or you just shaving bothers you, just go with the grain and then across it. Don't go against it. You should be fine. That'll help with a lot of skin irritation. Uh, Now you're done the shave, and like I said, in between each pass, if you do more than one, hot water rinse, just to get rid of that gunk that's on your face from shaving. Um, Now that you're done your shave, what's the next thing to do? Cold water rinse. I mean, as cold as you can get it and take it. And I know it sounds counterproductive because we were doing warm stuff all the time, but no, this will help close the pores. It kind of shocks your skin, and it again just feels good. It's brisk. It wakes you up. Like, whoa, yes. And if you feel your skin just like, oh, it's great. So a nice cold water uh, splash. Do not towel dry. No matter how good your shave is, you good your equipment, you have just scraped a metal blade over your face and taken off hairs and some bit of skin cells and stuff. Your skin is irritated, even if you don't feel it or see it. It is irritated, and taking a towel and now rubbing your face is just going to. It actually itches and burns me. It's very uncomfortable. What I do is I do a little pat dry and then a little air dry, and I'm good, because you do want your face still a little moist for the next step, which is applying your antiseptic, whatever it may be. Witch hazel, aftershave, aftershave balm of sorts, whatever your choice is. I usually go with an aftershave, but I do witch hazel a lot since I got it, because it's unscented. It does the same thing as aftershave. Uh, and what it's for really isn't to give you a smell. It's more for the health benefits, antiseptic. It'll help keep skin irritation down. It'll help with ingrown hairs. It'll clean, disinfect, and even stop little nicks and cuts from bleeding. You don't want an infected shave cut. I've seen it. It's gross. It's painful. I've never had one, thank goodness, but I've seen it. Yeah, no, it gets out of hand real quick on your face. So, little ounce of prevention, it's worth a pound of cure, right? The old saying. So, always use some kind of antiseptic. I don't care what it is. Cologne, eau de toilette, eau de parfum, they're okay, but they've got a lot of oils and fragrance oils in them, a lot more than these do, so they don't quite do the same thing. So use the minimum eau de cologne, but an aftershave is what you want. And if you don't want an aftershave because you plan on putting on a cologne, use some on-scented witch hazel. Does the same thing. It's cheaper. So now you've done that. You know, if you've got any major nicks or anything like that, a styptic pencil, you know, put it on, let it sit for a second. It'll stop most cuts unless you've cut yourself real bad. And then pretty much you're just going to have to hold a towel there for some pressure for a few minutes to let it stop. But most shave cuts can be stopped with just aftershave or a styptic pencil. So now you've done your aftershave on. Now it's time to, you've destroyed your face, whether you know it or not. Like I said, you're running metal over it, ripping hair out, and putting cold water on it, then putting alcohol that just tightens your skin and dries it out. Now you've got to replenish all that moisture and stuff you took out. This is where a good moisturizer comes into play. And you don't need anything fancy, vitamin E's and biokeratin, retinols, and blah, blah, all that stuff is just marketing jargon. Your skin's pretty much only going to absorb two things, water and water-soluble fat. Most of the other stuff is just, like I said, just you're spending money on nothing. A basic Lubriderm like this, it's a very watery moisturizer, works great. Or I really like this stuff as a treat. The Nivea. It's more of a water-soluble fat-based content. You can see it just sits on my skin and slowly absorbs it pretty much the whole day. I usually don't have to reapply that, which brings me to what you should do during the day after. Now you've done all that, you know, you're ready to go. Clean your tools, make sure you dry your tools. Just like I said, any good carpenter, plumber, anybody who works with any kind of tool, doctors, always clean your tools, dry them, put them away. They'll last you a lifetime. This here metal thing will outlive me if I take care of it. Probably outlive me if I don't take care of it, but definitely if I take care of it. I mean, so take care of your tools, you know, put your stuff away so it's easy to get to next time you have to shave. But what was you getting to during the day? Bring a little bit of moisturizer. You can buy little tubes of them, put them in your pocket, you know, your glove box, your man purse if you have one. And, you know, a few hours in the day, put a little more moisturizer on. Keep your face moisturized. It'll help you look as pretty as me. God, no. But it will help throughout the day. Just keep your face moisturized. If you can't use a moisturizer, at least a couple times a day, splash some water on your face. You go to the bathroom wherever you're working, splash some water on your face, let it air dry. And just to keep your face moisturized. And again, it'll help with any irritation. And that's it. That's pretty much the shave, guys. That's pretty much all you have to do. I mean, and I know some of you are going to look at it and be like, that's way too much. And I get it. I've been there. I'm you know, where you just don't have that kind of time. But if you're going to do anything, do one or two things from this to help with, even doing two or three things from this is going to, like, the one thing I will say that I recommend is a shave brush, guys. It's just one thing you should take from this video is use a shave brush. Okay? It just helps and it feels good. So just a couple quick more things. Last but not least, take a break from shaving. If you don't, unless you have to, take a break. Okay? Just take a break from shaving. Let your skin recover. It'll thank you later. If you don't have to shave every day, don't. Shave 2 or 3 times a week. Good. Give you a day or two in between shaves. Your skin will thank you. All right, guys, that's it. I'll be back with what I wore today a little later, but I just wanted to do this video, a little extra video for you. All right, guys, peace, love, be good to each other, and be good to yourselves.